Good afternoon. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, please hit the notification bell. And today, we're gonna go through this Tesla Model Y right here, and we're gonna do a thorough check. And this is a exterior check that you should perform once you're taking delivery of a Tesla. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video than I normally do because we're going to be focusing on this one vehicle right here. All right, so without further ado, let's get right to it. All right. So we have this Tesla Model Y Performance here, and the Performance is their highest model, most expensive model when it comes to the Model Y brand. As you may know, this one has the white interior. And if you're getting the white interior, I strongly suggest that you get some paint protection film. It's definitely going to come in handy once you're taking delivery. And paint protection film is basically a very thin layer of, I don't know if it's plastic, rubber, but it applies onto your bumper. You can get it on the whole vehicle, and it's going to run you almost $4,000 if you run, depending on where you go. If you want paint protection film, it definitely should be your first upgrade. Go to your local detail shop and ask them about paint protection film. I tell you, it's going to preserve the paint and the longevity of the vehicle, and it's going to increase the resale value once you go to sell this thing, because basically, if you take off the paint protection film, the car is going to be brand new, just like how you got it. If you leave it on, you'll get more protection, and the protection usually lasts a few years, like up to like 10 years. One thing I wouldn't suggest you do is some people, they get the paint protection film only up to here, like halfway the hood. If you're gonna get the paint protection, do the whole hood. The reason why is when you put the paint protection film on top of the hood and it's halfway, throughout time and throughout the vehicle being parked in the sun, what you will find is the paint may fade. So if you're gonna get paint protection film, cover the whole hood and don't just do half. If you're gonna do it, do the whole bumper, the front bumper, and do the back bumper at least. But don't just go halfway and then next thing you know, some years down the road, you got a mark of paint discoloration on your bumper and your hood. Okay, so moving along here. This has to be it happens to be the 2023 Tesla Model Y, and you may notice that they've removed the ultrasonic sensors due to the fact that they're going strictly to Tesla Vision. And Tesla Vision is basically using the cameras to operate and tell the distance you are from an object. So they no longer need the ultrasonic sensors to do that for you. Okay, so once you're taking delivery, you want to make sure that you go over the vehicle and that you check every single thing. I strongly suggest that you download yourself a checklist. If you need a checklist, go to electricbuyers.com, and this is what you should do if you plan on taking delivery. First off, you want to look at the front of the vehicle. Observe the headlights. Make sure that the headlights are flush. And I tell you, this headlight is actually poking out a little bit. So that's one little issue that it has. Check the bumper for any scratches, marks, dings, anything that seems out of place. Check that your hood is aligned properly. Look at the front of the vehicle and make sure that the gaps are even and that there's nothing that looks out of place. Now, moving along to the right side. Also check the right headlight. So this headlight on the right side is flush. And what I mean by flush is that once you put your hand here and you go to this part of the vehicle, to this panel, you don't feel any type of groove. It's just one smooth transition. So make sure that everything is flush. So now the next thing you want to do is check the wheels. The wheels are important. Check all 4 tires and make sure that there's no scuffs, marks on your wheels. Highly suggest that you check and you go through each and every tire. Now, moving along here, this is the driver's side gap here, the door gap right here. You want to make sure that these gaps are as thin as possible. Check the door thoroughly and then move along to the door handle. Make sure that it's flush. Here's the beautiful white interior. Brand new. Now check over here to see if it's flush. And it is flush. Remember, this is the Performance, it's the most expensive one, so we're gonna hold it to a higher standard because there's no way we should be paying for a Performance with problems. So in order for this vehicle to get a pass, it has to be really, really good. The build quality has to be amazing, because over here in Canada, the Performance after tax is going to run you almost close to 100 G's. I know they've lowered the price, but it's still an expensive vehicle. Okay, so this door is flush. This is the most known issue for Tesla. It's the rear left side gap here and where the trunk sits. This gap, you'll find, it tends to be bigger than normal and uneven, so you want to make sure that both gaps on the left side and the right side are consistent. So moving along here, everything is flush. Now check this wheel right here, the rear wheel on the driver's side. Make sure that everything is good and go through the vehicle. You should at least spend half an hour on the exterior and half an hour on the interior. You never ever want to rush your delivery of a Tesla. And the reason why we need to do a quality check is that Tesla doesn't have all that experience that these other car brands do have. They've been building cars for years and years and years and years. So Tesla, they're getting good. They're starting to get good. But as Elon Musk would say, is when you buy a new product in the beginning, it's basically production hell, and you'll find a lot of errors because it takes them a while to improve all the little things. So another thing you want to check is to make sure that your spoiler is attached on properly. Make sure that you check from the left side to the right side. Check your rear. Make sure there's no scratches, marks, dings. Check your lights. Make sure they're flush. And this is flush. So far I do like what I'm seeing. Okay, so this mark here is nice. I do like that. This panel goes down a little bit, but it's not much of an issue. But I will say that this is good over here. Okay, it's nice and tight. Beautiful, beautiful. Now let's check this rear tire. Okay. Also, another thing is make sure that you have that paint protection film. This one doesn't even have the paint protection film, so it probably will be applied by the time you take delivery of the vehicle, or maybe Tesla has run out of stock. But paint protection film right on here, right on the rocker panel. For the Model Y, it does come because that's a known area of rock chips. So let's move along here to the right side, passenger side of the vehicle. All right, so everything is good. Make sure to check it thoroughly. All right, everything is good. Do like that. Take your time. That's what I always say. Just take your time, go through the vehicle, make sure it's built to the best of their ability. And this one, I would definitely say, definitely deserves a pass. Remember, after you've done checking the exterior, that's when you want to check the interior. You want to check the seats. You want to check the steering wheel. You want to check the dash. You want to check the side doors, right left, check the glove box, check your center console. Then after you're done with the front of the vehicle, move to the back of the vehicle. Check the seats, make sure that they fold down properly. There's a whole lot of things that you got to do once you're taking delivery. The one thing I would say that a lot of you guys get excited, go there and pick up your vehicle and then drive home. But what you should do is maybe bring a family member and ask them if they find any errors. You know what? 4 eyes is better than 2 eyes. So it's good to have more people with you during that delivery day to make sure that you can find out any defects on the vehicle in case it happens. You know, it's something I strongly would suggest. So we've gotten a chance to look over this Model Y white performance, and I definitely would say that the quality of this vehicle has been improving. Are they perfect? No. So always remember to take your time and go through the vehicle. Don't leave the lot. They even allow you to drive on the lot without having any issues. So thank you for watching. That's all I gotta say. So take care and have a nice day.